Buckle up, click it or ticket. That's the law in Virginia.
A live look at the Tomb of the Unknowns in Arlington National Cemetery as Memorial Day events get underway there. And here in Metro Richmond as well. Our coverage continues right now. Good afternoon, everyone. It's Monday, May 28th, Memorial Day. I'm Anita Blanton in for Amy Lacey, and we're monitoring several Memorial Day events happening today here in Richmond. Well, this was the scene. Take a look at this at the Virginia War Memorial 3 hours ago as people began arriving for the ceremony that just wrapped up about 30 minutes ago. A local chapter of the Rolling Thunders was also in attendance. 8 News was there, and we'll have highlights tonight on 8 News at 6. The John Marshall Cadet Alumni Association is holding its 57th annual wreath ceremony at the Hollywood Cemetery. The public is also invited to attend the dedication of the Veterans Memorial in Hanover. That begins at 2 p.m. at Hanover Wayside Park. Then at 4 p.m. the Carillon War Memorial in Richmond's Bird Park will host a free Memorial Day program. It'll feature a salute by Richmond's Memorial Rifle Group and poetry readings. We're taking a live look now at the Tombs of the Unknown in Arlington National Cemetery. This is where President Bush is scheduled to attend a wreath-laying ceremony today. Afterwards, he'll give a speech that pays tribute to those who made the ultimate sacrifice. In his Memorial Day proclamation, Mr. Bush said those who have fought and died have set an example of strength and perseverance that gives us resolve. Also developing right now at Arlington National Cemetery, thousands are stopping to pay their respects. Every year, members of the military lay flags on each tombstone located on this hallowed ground.
It's just particularly sometimes in the morning when we can look down across as the sun's rising above it. And this is the most hallowed ground in America, really. And I mean, it's just, you just look at it and it makes you think.
Nearly 1,000 troops have been killed in Iraq since last Memorial Day. Well, also this Memorial Day, we've learned Corporal Jonathan Winterbottom of Falls Church was one of 2 soldiers who died last Wednesday in a roadside bombing in Iraq. The military has just confirmed his death. No word right now on funeral arrangements, but we'll continue to monitor those plans. This bear cub is still on the run in Henrico County this hour after wildlife officials failed to round him up. He was sandwiched in an area of woods between West Broad Street and 64. That's near Glenside Drive. Officials tell us they plan to tranquilize him and wait for him to fall asleep, but after 2 darts, he was still moving, as you can see there, because the drugs were actually being counteracted by the bear's adrenaline.
We had hit him twice with 2, so that should have been enough for about a 250-pound bear to go down, and he continued to go, just constantly getting scared by vehicles and by people moving around. He never was able to relax and go down like we thought he should.
Well, Virginia game officials tell us they get the most bear sighting calls in the western mountains, but they can show up really just about anywhere in the Commonwealth. They say bears are attracted to neighborhoods by the smell of food, most often by garbage, bird feeders, and pet food as well. And getting rid of food sources in yards usually gets rid of wandering bears. Well, bad news in the Times-Dispatch for those looking for adventure on the James River. You can see the headline here. It says rafting opportunities on the James dry up. According to the article, there is now a commercial void since Richmond Raft went out of business and no one is stepping up to fill the spot. You recall the company, which had a monopoly in whitewater rafting on the James, went out of business after a contract dispute with the city at the end of last year. City officials say they are confident rafting operations will pick up again in the summer. Well, right now, many of you may be heading out to the beach today. Maybe you're going to go I-64 east towards Virginia Beach today. Now, conditions look great out there, as you can see here as we take a live look out at the beach today. Blue skies, calm water out there, but if you're going to go to the beach, you should be prepared for traffic and also think ahead for your safety as well. We'll have some information to help you later on in the show, but first Jason's in with a look at conditions at several other beach opportunities for you to go to today.
Yeah, if you're heading out toward the Chesapeake Bay, you run the risk of a possibility for some afternoon thunderstorms. We'll take a look at our beach cast right now. UV index 9. You will see that sun out there in full force for the most part. 88 for Kilmarnock, 63 your water temperature. Gloucester Point 89 degrees. So very warm along the Chesapeake Chesapeake Bay. But again, that possibility for thunderstorms, especially along the Middle Peninsula, Northern Neck. 90 for Virginia Beach, 81 degrees for Corolla, plenty of sunshine. From Virginia Beach south into the Outer Banks, you're looking okay. You're looking at mainly sunny conditions, and you should be okay as far as not seeing any thunderstorms. But again, the Northern Neck, Middle Peninsula, that's where you're going to see that possibility for some thunderstorms. Out toward Hatteras, you're looking at 80 degrees, water temperature 77, plenty of sunshine there, so that will be nice. We'll start off with the 8 News Viper right now, and you can see some showers just to the north. This is northern Virginia, up in the portions of Maryland that saw this yesterday. They saw some severe storms. Gusty winds are reported in Charlottesville with some downed trees, even up toward D.C., all along northern Virginia. And the same type setup. We have a cold front that's going to sag down a little further south. So now, Richmond, you're in that watch area where you could see a low risk of severe storms that could contain some gusty winds, and that also again includes the Northern Neck and Middle Peninsula. Southern Virginia, out toward Virginia Beach, eastern North Carolina, you're looking okay, really no problems there, so good news there. The temperatures out there very warm, and we're going to stay warm as we continue into the afternoon hours. Right now we're looking at temperatures right around 83 degrees, and we're going to continue to see those temperatures top out right around 90 degrees for an afternoon high. Anita?
All right, well, police continue investigating an overnight accident at this hour. It happened in this area that we're showing you here on this map. This is at Hull Street at the intersection of Bryce Lane. It sent a motorcycle driver to the hospital. 8 News on scene shortly after 1 a.m. we shot this video. According to police, the motorcycle was going west on Hull Street when it clipped the back of a car that was turning onto Bryce Lane. We're told the man was wearing his helmet but suffered serious head injuries. No word this morning on his condition, but police tell us charges are pending against both drivers. An overnight police pursuit ends in a crash here on the Forest Hill exit ramp off Chippenham Parkway in Richmond. This is video that was shot shortly after 3:30 a.m. According to police, they were chasing the driver when he lost control on the ramp and flipped his car. That driver then ran away. He has since been taken into custody. An article in today's Times-Dispatch reports 3 people were killed on Virginia roadways this weekend. 2 of the accidents happened in Stafford County, the 3rd in Accomack County. According to police, this year's highway death toll was 341, which is just 9 short of last year's number. In the day ahead, we will be checking with authorities to see if they have the results of this weekend's Click It or Ticket campaign. It was conducted by law enforcement all across the country this weekend. Of course, you'll want to stay with 8 News for updates. We're monitoring things in California's Sacramento River at this hour. Take a look right there. That's where 2 whales have been stranded for a week now. We've talked a lot about it, but officials say they're now heading out to sea. Get up to speed on their conditions coming up at 12:15. And a live look right now at the White House. President Bush is scheduled to attend a wreath-laying ceremony there today, then deliver a speech. We'll have highlights later on tonight here on 8 News.
If the homeowner can afford to do this, there's no other way to do the outside of your house and have one less thing to worry about.
Virginia's premier home builders are using liquid siding from ProCraft of Virginia.
It became clear to us that that was the thing to do here at the church.
The product is guaranteed not to flake, chip, or peel for 25 years.
For the price of a couple of paint jobs, I got ProCraft and never have to touch it again.
Call 1-888-NEVER-PAINT and you'll never have to paint again.
This is not a pamper me salon. It's an art studio because I do art. When people come in here, they're not just getting a haircut. What they're getting is hair energy. There's kick to hair, color dimension to hair. My work is high quality. That's what I sell. New York, London, Italy. I brought all that here to Bob Cole Hair Design to deliver it. My work has proven itself.
I got better grades than I should have in public school.
I think I had about a 2.7.
FUMA kind of brings out somewhat of an inner strength. Normal high school teachers don't demand from you. The FUMA teachers expect that to come out. They expect you to stay after class, do your homework. They expect the extra 10%.
The teachers here are great. They actually care.
I've made honor roll twice this year.
I think I'm at 3.75 now.
It felt good when I started getting good grades again.
Fork Union Military Academy. Success stories begin here.
If you've been hurt at work or in a car accident, one of the first decisions is whether to hire a lawyer.
Hi, I'm Joel Bieber. You don't always need to hire a lawyer, but getting legal advice is always the best thing to do. Why? Because sometimes insurance companies don't do the right thing, and they try to pay injured people less than they deserve. If you've been hurt, leave it to me. Leave it to Bieber. Call 1-888-777-JOEL.
Call Joel Bieber.
We did it.
We finally did it.
And Century 21 U.S. Realty helped them do it. Call the experienced realtors of Century 21 U.S. Realty and get to living in your dream home right away.
Thank you to the millions of American men and women who have served our country over the years, helping to keep us free, and especially to the families of those of the fallen who have sacrificed in such a special way that the rest of us can live in freedom. Today's a very special day to remember them, and for those of us in uniform to rededicate ourselves to performing our duties the way that our lost comrades performed theirs.
Well, we are monitoring the history of Memorial Day hot off the web at this hour. You can see right here on our internet site right now. Now, Congress declared Memorial Day a national holiday in 1971, and it goes back so much further than that. It was first observed May 30th, 1868, when flowers were placed on graves of Union and Confederate soldiers at Arlington National Cemetery. Now, look how far we've come as a society where people are now leaving memorials on the web now. Don't forget, however you pay your respects today, whether you do it on the web or maybe you do it here in the area, the true meaning of Memorial Day, which is to honor those who died fighting in our nation's service and to also say thank you to those who continue to risk their lives for our freedoms each day. Well, visitors are paying their respects at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial today. The wall bears the names of more than 58,000 men and women who served in the Vietnam War. This afternoon, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund will hold its annual Memorial Day observance at the wall. We'll have highlights later tonight on 8 News. Your time right now, 12:12. Let's send it over to Jason.
Warm temperatures out there right now, definitely feeling like summertime. 83 degrees in Richmond, 84 for Ashland, as well as Petersburg, 81 degrees for Farmville. With these daytime temperatures staying so warm, we're going to have an unstable atmosphere and the possibility for some thunderstorms late this afternoon. Temperatures topping out right around 90 degrees. All in all, a hot day. The possibility for those thunderstorms, I'll have the details on those coming up.
I'm making tarragon chicken salad. And I'm making ginger chicken salad. We both appreciate really good ingredients. I use roasted red peppers. I use Georgia pecan. You ask all the chefs in the South what mayonnaise they use. If it's not homemade, it's got to be Duke's.
For 90 years, Southern cooks have depended on Duke's. Its smooth, creamy texture tastes more like homemade.
2 different chicken salads? Absolutely, but the mayonnaise is the same.
Obviously, something this good is hard to keep a lid on.
If I don't have time to make it myself, then I'm definitely using Duke's.
Duke's, the secret of great Southern cooks.
If you're unhappy with your smile, here's the good news. We can improve it overnight.
At our dental office, we offer a wide variety of cosmetic procedures, laser bleaching, invisible braces, and sedation dentistry. Wake up to that beautiful smile you've always wanted.
Getting veneers from Dr. Sorensen was a really good experience, and I'm not afraid to smile anymore.
If you're not satisfied with your smile, do something about it. Call Dr. Sorensen and his team for a free consultation or visit the website for more information.
I gotta take this.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Chucky Brown missing 2 free throws. Out to Smith. Brown 11 points, 7 rebounds in the contest. Smith lost it going inside. Now it's Martin. Blew the dunk. Ball tipped away by Smith.
Backing down, no defensive help.
Life comes at you fast. With our select coverage options, a Nationwide agent can tailor a home policy just for you. So switch to Nationwide today.
Nationwide is on your side.
It's the law firm of Marks and Harrison.
About that victim's claim.
Well, tell them something. Say I'm chewing it over right now.
They know we're at lunch. They know we're here.
Have we taken care of it?
No.
Tell them something. Anything.
That's not going to work. They're filing suit today.
Check, please.
Tell them you mean business. Call 1-800-WIN-WIN-1.
Marks and Harrison, right now.
Dub will cover your tub at a price you won't mind a bit. Call Bathfitter, we're the perfect fit.
People all over your area have discovered the quality and savings with Bathfitter. For years, Myrtle Geiger dreamed of a new bathroom, and now Bathfitter's made it all possible.
Call Bathfitter, we're the perfect fit.
8 News Storm Tracker Weather is brought to you by Bruce's Super Body Shops. Remember, the insurance company doesn't repair your car, we do.
Welcome back. Officials are warning swimmers in Alabama to stay out of the water after 2 tourists drowned in just 2 days and just miles apart. Authorities say both men appear to have gotten caught in a strong riptide that pulled them away from the shore. Well, right now we're taking a live look out there at one of the beaches there in Alabama right now. As you can see, not too much going on out there. It looks pretty good. You can see those waters look pretty good today. Several people heading out to the beach, and one of the biggest things, of course, that we talked about a little earlier, we said we'd get to, was how to stay safe, especially during those rip tides. They have them in Alabama, but of course it's a concern anywhere you go, and what we're showing you here is what they're telling you to do. They say don't swim into shore if you feel like you've gotten caught into a rip tide. Swim parallel to the shore, actually, until you feel like you're in the clear, and then you can swim in, as you just saw demonstrated there. Something you'll want to definitely keep in mind as you head out there to the beaches, and a lot of people will be doing that, right, Jason?
That's exactly right. Really a warm day, a good day to be out in the water. Temperatures out there right now warming up quite a bit. 83 degrees in Richmond, 84 for Ashland. Temperatures all across central Virginia right now in the mid-80s. We'll see those temperatures warm up to right around 90 degrees. So definitely feeling like summertime for the first unofficial start of summer. Also the possibility for some thunderstorms as we go a little bit later into the afternoon and evening hours. In fact, let's go down to our 8 News Viper and show you where we're seeing some showers and thunderstorms right now across portions of the northern mid-Atlantic. And you can see Maryland picking up on some of these showers traveling north on I-95. You could run into this today, or maybe you're traveling back. Either way, you have that possibility across northern Virginia, pretty much from Richmond north, of seeing the possibilities for some scattered hit or miss thunderstorms. Not affecting everyone, but some of us that do get that could contain or have thunderstorms that could contain gusty winds and small hail too. So that's something we want to watch, with gusty winds really being the biggest problem. Charlottesville yesterday, they had some down power lines or down trees reported there. Even some down power lines in Baltimore, Maryland, Northern Virginia, spread out like Orange County. They saw some of those reports of down trees as well. So something we'll want to continue to watch. Our predictor model will start things off at 5 p.m. this afternoon, and we'll see those showers and thunderstorms here, mainly affecting Northern Virginia, Northern Neck picking up on some of those thunderstorms as well. And you can even see areas just west of Richmond beginning to pick up on some of this thunderstorm activity right along Route 460. And again, along the Chesapeake Bay, Northern Neck, Middle Peninsula picking up on some of those showers and thunderstorms. Again, here across central Virginia, we do have that chance of thunderstorms into the evening hours, but by the overnight hours, much of this will come to an end. And Tuesday will actually start off with clearing skies, plenty of sunshine throughout the day. And Tuesday, a rather quiet day. That cold front that's just to our north that will bring that chance for some showers really just kind of stalls out, and that will bring us the chance for maybe a few hit or miss pop-up thunderstorms west of Richmond during the late afternoon and evening hours of Tuesday. But across the Richmond metro region, you're looking at rather quiet conditions for your Tuesday afternoon. For today, I did highlight on our severe weather outlook a yellow just because of the chance for gusty winds with a few of those thunderstorms. So keep that in mind. You want to definitely watch the skies if you're going to be outdoors this afternoon. 87 degrees right around 2 p.m., 90 degrees for an afternoon high temperature. Chance for thunderstorms will be right around 3 p.m. into the evening hours, right around 8 p.m., 10 p.m. We'll see 65 degrees for an overnight low temperature. Your 8-day forecast shows 90 degrees today, very high. That's the hottest of the week. And then we stay pretty much in the upper 80s for the rest of the week. Anita?
All right, sounds good, Jason. Here's a look at what we're monitoring overseas right now. U.S. and Iranian officials have met this morning, and Iran's ambassador to Iraq says there will be another meeting. They got together for hours this morning to discuss what the two countries can do to improve security in Iraq.
Clear from the American point of view that this is about actions, not just principles. And I laid out before the Iranians a number of our direct, specific concerns about their behavior in Iraq.
Well, we're told the second meeting should take place in Iraq within the next month. Overnight, Israeli warplanes launched 5 airstrikes on northern Gaza. The strikes targeted several Hamas positions. An Israeli military spokesperson confirmed 3 of the 5 attacks. Since May 15th, more than 220 rockets have been launched from Gaza, killing at least 2 Israelis. Israeli airstrikes in Gaza have killed at least 40 Palestinians. A suicide car bomber struck a busy commercial district in central Baghdad this morning. You can see the madness that created in that area. At least 21 people were killed and 66 others wounded. We're told it happened outside a Sunni mosque. The cleric in charge says the blast damaged the building's dome. He also told the Iraqi TV network that the enemies of Iraq are the only ones who benefit from that bombing. Word just coming in that overnight insurgents hijacked 2 buses and took at least 15 passengers hostage. Take a look at those flames there. Authorities say the buses were traveling through a Sunni enclave in central Baghdad when they were attacked by gunmen. The hostages were taken to a nearby abandoned government building. Military officials say May is becoming one of the deadliest months since the start of the Iraq War. We're told at least 103 U.S. soldiers have been killed.
There's nothing that weighs more heavily on a commander than those who have lost and those who are really seriously injured and whose lives are changed forever because of what has happened as they've been out here fighting for our country.
Well, late news getting in word from Capitol Hill from lawmakers that President Bush may order a troop withdrawal as early as September. Republican senators say the president and Congress are actually waiting for a report from military leaders in Iraq saying whether the current troop increase is working. On Friday, the president signed a war funding bill, you'll remember, that does not call for a troop reduction. Well, developing right now in California, those 2 lost whales here in the Sacramento River are now swimming back towards the ocean, which is good news for their health. Now, wildlife officials say they don't know why the whales suddenly changed direction. Biologists say long exposure to the fresh water has not been good for the whale's skin, but salt water should help them heal. Today, the International Whaling Commission meets to decide the fate of a 21-year-old worldwide moratorium on commercial whaling. Japan has been trying to overturn the moratorium, claiming it is no longer needed. Advocates for whaling say the IWC should be managing whaling rather than banning it.
Mostly, I'm trying to, I think, put forth a message to people my age and the youth of the world that, you know, this is their planet and this is all going to be left to them. And if we don't stop what's going on now, then we're going to be left to clean up a really big, bad mess. And our generations to come aren't going to be able to enjoy the beauty that this world had before we destroyed it.
Protesters have taken to the streets trying to voice their concerns. Of course, you want to stay with 8 News for updates. A bookstore owner in Missouri is burning books to send a message to society. You see them there. Tom Wayne says he's protesting what he sees as the diminishing support for the printed word. Wayne said he's had fewer customers over the past few years because people are getting their information from TV or the internet. The blaze burned for almost an hour before fire officials put it out because he didn't have a permit. Now Wayne says he'll get one next time because he won't stop until all of his estimated 20,000 books go up in flames. Well, hot off the web, we're monitoring a fire overnight at the WABC-TV studio in New York City. You can see them here telling their own story once they got back on air. Now, the smoke has cleared and it's back to business of getting the news on the air. About 50 of the station's employees were run out of the building by the fire just moments before the 11 o'clock news last night. The station's news director says a studio light burst, setting a curtain ablaze. The sprinklers went off and smoke filled the building. WABC made it back on air in time for the 5 a.m. newscast. Well, we continue to monitor today's Memorial Day events. A live look right now at the White House. President Bush is scheduled to attend a wreath-laying ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery today. Then he'll deliver a speech. We'll have highlights later tonight here on 8 News. And remember, while you're out today, maybe you're heading to those Memorial Day services. If you're seeing news happening, you can call our 8 News hotline, that number 330-8000, or you can always email your pictures to news@WRIC.com.
It's Cheeseburger, Cheeseburger. Check out the classic, the semi-serious, the serious, the delirious, or our famous pounder. My mom, dad, brothers, and me of course, we can't wait to bite in. And you can invent your own salad or choose from over 50 different milkshake combinations. Check us out at 11615 Midlothian Turnpike or at 11363 Knuckles Road in Glen Allen. It's Cheeseburger, where big is always better.
So, when I heard that 50,000 people in the United States need a kidney,
I figured I should donate. Yeah, I could sell it, but that's such a hassle. Taking it out, showing it to people. It was easy. They came over, had it out in a couple of minutes. I watched the whole thing. Well, they can always sell it for parts. And I think I could get a deduction for it. Great.
Navigating through the complex world of financial planning is a journey you shouldn't have to take alone. From investment needs to college funding, retirement, estate planning, or employee benefits, where do you need to be? Do you know how to get there? If you need guidance, you need a financial roadmap. For over 20 years, Virginia Asset Management has been planning the roadmaps that help lead to financial security for individuals, families, and businesses in Central Virginia. Virginia Asset Management, helping you reach your long-term financial destination through the power of independence.
I was injured on the job.
I was getting my benefits. Now there's a problem.
The people making the decisions wouldn't listen.
My back injury was worse than what they were willing to treat.
I didn't want this big, complicated thing.
My checks stopped coming.
They were trying to force me into a job way below what I was used to doing.
You may have only one opportunity for justice. Call a law firm that understands how to get you the compensation you may deserve. Call 1-800-WIN-WIN-1. Marks and Harrison. Right now.
As Richmond's #1 GM dealer, we at Dominion Pontiac GMC have been rewarded with an additional 173 new Pontiacs and GMCs to sell by Memorial Day. So we're going to go below our own below with 0% financing and $1,000 bonus cash on our hottest Pontiacs and GMCs. And Dominion's also going beyond. Even if you've had a credit hiccup, we'll make sure you leave in a new car. Dominion Pontiac GMC. For Memorial Day, we go below and beyond.
All right, well, welcome back. One last check of the weather before we leave.
Today's going to be a hot day out there, 90 degrees if you're going to be outdoors. Make sure to take some breaks indoors with the AC. And the possibility for a few scattered thunderstorms. A few of those thunderstorms could contain some gusty winds across northern Virginia. They saw that yesterday, and that could include areas from Richmond to the north, across the northern neck, and also the middle peninsula. So keep that in mind. It's going to stay warm for the rest of the week with temperatures in the mid to upper 80s.
Well, we're glad that it's looking good out there, and we'll leave you now with some live pictures. These coming out of Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina. Looks great out there. Everyone remember the real meaning of today, but have fun while you're with your families.